Hello my friends, welcome back. In this first part we have some features here. Well, if you are a professional user, by searching you can reach to any effect that we have here, which means you should know the name of each effect. Alright, let me get back to photo. Yes, and here the first feature is color correction. You can correct or modify and improve the color of each shot here, each photo.
Okay, we have temperature here, cold or warm, it's up to you, and tint, which is kind of intensity of color, and exposure, yes. And after that, contrast. Well, if you worked with Photoshop before, you know these settings. For example, highlight, yes, or mid-tone we have here, and shadow for the next part, even gamma, and saturation for the last part. Okay, and we have vibrance here. Okay, that's it for the color correction. And always pay attention to your need. You don't need to change all these settings for each photo, for each shot. You should always change some things that you need to change according to your need, according to your project. Well, you can delete here and even copy these settings. For example, you like these settings, so you're able to copy from this one and paste it to another one. For example, here, effect, color correction here, and paste. For example, you want to disable your settings. You can click on this eye, yes, this icon. As you can see, you can disable it temporarily, but if you don't want it at all, you can delete it permanently by clicking on this trash bin. Okay, the next part is ray tracing. Well, everyone know the LUMION2023 for this feature, ray tracing. It's a good feature. You know what? Ray tracing of the Lumion is not good enough for me, at least, to make a connection with. In my opinion, ray tracing of Unreal Engine or Twinmotion is way better than the Lumion. So it's better to work with ray tracing of Twinmotion and Unreal compared to the Lumion. Well, it is the first version that has released ray tracing on Lumion, hence they need to work on it more. Maybe in the next versions, in the next updates, it would be so better than this. But with ray tracing, all the textures would be high quality. Yes, as you can see, if I disable it, yes, it's not so good. It's kind of dead. But with ray tracing, it would be so cool. Well, we have number of samples here. The more it is, the more quality we will have. It is for kind of radiation of the light, and you can increase it or decrease it according to your need. For example, here I'm gonna put 64 for it, or 32. It would be better to put a coefficient of number 2, not the odd numbers. Well, the next slider is number of bounces. You can change the bounces here. Very good. For example, let me 128 for number of samples. Number of bounces, you can put a number for it. Here we have a T symbol. As you can see, you can type it here or double click on it. You can set a number for it or slide it. It's up to you. The next part is denoiser. You can activate it or deactivate it. It's up to you, but it's better to be active, and turn it on, and you can change this amount here. Well, as I told you before, the more this slider will be, the higher quality your project would be. Well, that's it for ray tracing of Lumion 2023. That's it. Let me delete it here and go to the next part. Real skies. Okay, let me go to the build mode here. Okay. Yes. In build mode, as I change the weather, it affects on all the parts of our project. For example, let me go to real skies here. For example, I'm gonna choose a sky for our project. It doesn't relate to the build mode. This effect only is for the photo mode, not the build mode. See, just like that. You can change the weather here, but in photo mode you can select the sky that you like. Well, you can change the settings here, rotate it, or its brightness, or its darkness. Very good. Or even flip it here. Yes. You're able to turn it on or turn it off. It's up to you. It's your choice. And put a number for headings and etc. Okay, let me delete it here. The next part is sun. You can change the sun as well, but let me tell you something. You can add effect, real skies and the sun at the same time. Yes, here, just like that. See? For example, you can change the sky here. This one. Yes, change the settings. Okay, very good. Nice. Brightness. And you can change the location of sun as well. Let me first disable real skies to show the sun to you better. It doesn't show you the sun. Yes, let me delete it. And here we go. See? Alright, I told you before you can turn this option on, real skies, but you cannot change the weather completely. You can only rotate it since it is using the real skies. Okay, so this is sun's height. You can change the height. Yes. Headings, brightness, and size. You can change all of them, but in order to show it to you, let me turn it off. Okay, and now here we go. See? It's so beautiful. You can change the headings, rotate it, make it bigger, smaller, change the height. Okay, let me fix the sun. Put it in the right place according to your project. You should see what you need to set it right in the right location. Alright, here. Very good. You can change its size, see, just like that. Alright, that's a wrap for this section, and I will see you next time, and I will talk about the rest of them later.